this is Nick from Breaker Press Games, and this is the Breaker Bulletin for September 22nd, 2023. Alright, so what is going on with Breaker Press Games? Let's talk about it. First and foremost, happy autumnal equinox. As you can tell by my prop comedy, I am very excited about the spooky season. Life is good. Spooky and I are doing very well. We've been enjoying the sunset of summer and just taking lots of walks and enjoying the weather as best we can because we know that it's going to change. And yeah, ready for everything to get creepy and spooky outside. Already have some Halloween decorations up and the like. So, that being said, let's talk about Breaker Press. I'm still trying to get to 500 subscribers for the YouTube channel. So, by my 50th birthday, which is in 12 days, it's still got a long ways to go, but I really appreciate everybody that has subscribed so far. It does make a huge difference in the algorithm, so like, subscribe, watch videos to the end if you can, because YouTube wants your eyeballs. That's their thing. And then I'm trying to get to 50 patrons by my birthday as well. I'm only 2 away, so it's a totally doable ask. If you pledge at $5 and above. If you become a patron at $5 and above, you get something cool in the mail every month, like the Balladeer class. And, you know, if you can't swing $5, $3, $1, any type of patronage is a huge boon. So, yeah, trying to get to 50 patrons by my birthday in 12 days. Okay, so let's talk about patron rewards. As you know, I just showed off the Balladeer. The Balladeer was the Patreon reward for August. I had to juxtapose what was going to be in August and what was in September. But this was the reward for August. It is out now. There are still copies remaining, so if you become a patron at $5 and above in the month of September, I will ship this out to you, as well as I don't have the finished one, but Outlying Farms will be done in a few short days. Outlying Farms actually takes the concept of Around the Common Fire of having 12 NPCs that are broken down, and they are all different farmers from outside of the town of Stennard. And the back of it is a bunch of different farmsteads drawn out. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that out and to the masses. It was inspired by one of my regular players, Summer, who wanted to go door to door to try and get all of the all of the people of Stennard to follow Delvere. So let's talk about what's going on with other stuff. Hey, I've got other new fancy stuff to show off. Hey, let's talk about the Protectorate of Genulane. So the Protectorate of Genulane, still, oh, there's Spooky. Protectorate of Genulane is still crawling along. It's taking a bit of extra time because I got a little wild when I drew this map that is depicted here. Yeah, essentially, I put all these extra little details onto the map, which resulted in me wanting to explain what some of those details were. And so we're looking at an additional 4 to 8 pages. But as you can see, it's looking beautiful. It is nicely detailed. I am super excited about it. We are getting there. It's just taking a little bit of time. You know, that's... I know that I was recording a video talking about what's going on with the Protectorate of Genulane exactly a year ago today, or a year ago this month, and was like, you know, things are taking a long time, longer than expected, and here we are, still cranking along, but it is almost there, and I am so excited. So things that you should know. So the layout I'm still working on, and you know, adding some details, but all the thank you cards are printed and have all your names addressed onto them. All of the shipping materials are ordered and are over in the closet adjacent to me. Everything, all of my ducks are in a row, except that I just have to get the book done. So it's coming. It's almost there. Let's talk about other things. Tragedy at Woodwitch Rise. So here we're gonna switch back to here. Hey, this is new. Getting fancy. All right. So let's talk about Tragedy at Woodwitch Rise. So I've got. I need to flip over my notes. Things are all new and exciting. Okay, Woodwitch Rise is going to run a little behind as I finish up Protectorate. I wanted to be in everybody's hands by Halloween. You know, it's a spooky module. I wanted it to be with everybody by Halloween, but there's still a chance I might get the PDFs to people by then. But it's not likely that the physical zines will be done by then. So. Still, I'm going to make my best effort. Just wanted to give people a heads up that it's going to take a little bit longer because Protector is taking a little bit longer. Let's talk about Sorceress Rites of the Elements. All right, I've got another fancy thing here. Boom. Sorceress Rites of the Elements is cruising along. Art and layout for the spell pages. It's really easy to visualize what is going to go on the pages because of how the charts are organized, and also, you know, I can visualize what the spell effect looks like. So it's a very easy thing to do. This piece for Water Blast is done by Jason Bronkowski, who is one of the new people that I am working with. He is a local from the southeastern Wisconsin area, but I asked him to do an image of a sorcerer essentially vomiting water across the page, and he has delivered in vomitous glory. So yeah, I am very excited to be working with him, and I also just got a new piece for the spell Gravel Storm from Trent Hackenberry, who I just started working with as well. So lots of exciting stuff, which leads me to a tangent that I want to talk about. Because it is nice to know when things are going well and I'm doing things smarter and better. Organizing art commissions has always been just an area where I struggle quite a bit. It requires a lot of executive function. Executive function is not one of my strong suits. And in the past, I just either winged it or just worked with one person over and over and over again. And then if I did work with multiple people, then it would turn into chaos and I would just really struggle with it. So at one point I created a spreadsheet in order to organize things. I created a house style page that explains what any artist I work with, what they should know about what Stennard should look like, etc. And it was a really cool thing, and then I didn't use it. But I really, really, like this month, or I should say this year, the amount of art that I have straight up commissioned, it's basically all, up until a certain point, was all Carlos Castillo, and it was basically the amount of pieces that I commissioned in the first 8 months of this year. I have actually equaled that in the last month and a half. And it's all because I started using this spreadsheet and doling out tasks pretty religiously. The one drawback is that it uses a lot of my brain space, and so then when I'm doing that, I'm often not writing, or if I am writing, I'm doing like really quick things like blasting out a spell. So, pros and cons. But it has resulted in a lot of progress on these zines happening in a very quick amount of time. So that is something to be thankful for. So yeah, I'm just going to keep hammering at it. So what else do I need to talk about? I talked about the spreadsheet. Oh, I wanted to wrap up with something super exciting, and I didn't create a graphic for it. But Stennard Courier Volume 2. So Stennard Courier Volume 2 that is going to be the next Kickstarter. It is currently, I've got the preview page all put together, so I'm going to have that link in the description. Additionally, Carlos Castillo, I had reached out to do the art for it, and he was not available. But he is part of something called Ink Potion Studios, and he suggested that I work with one of the other Ink Potion guys, and so we ended up. He ended up connecting me with Ricardo Gaspar, who I really liked the look of his work and felt that it would work with my style. And I had him do a test portrait for one of the characters from Tragedy at Woodwitch Rise, and he knocked it out of the park. And so he is currently working on a whole slew of portraits for Standard Courier Volume 2, because if you are familiar with Standard Courier Volume 1, it's got a lot of NPCs. Each one is on a 2-page spread, and each has their own portrait picture, and I have all of those characters already detailed out, what their look and feel should be like, and it's all in that spreadsheet that I mentioned, and he's just like going through and knocking them out one after another, and it is glorious. So that is going to be the next Kickstarter. It is going to come up soon. I am going to try and hold off as long as I can, so that I can get Protector of Genulane out, or at least PDFs out before I launch it. But that is what's going on there. And I don't know if my microphone picked up Spooky whining out the window in the other room, but it is adorable. She's probably seeing her boyfriend dog Blade, like the vampire hunter, walking down the street. So, that being said, that is everything going on with Breaker Press Games. I can't believe I knocked this out in 12 minutes. Even with prop comedy. So yeah, thank you all for your continuous support. Thank you for all of your passion for everything that I do. There were some very, very nice things posted on Reddit this week, and it really warms my heart. I appreciate you all. So yeah, thank you for supporting indie games and indie game designers. This is Nick from Breaker Press Games signing off. You guys have a great weekend.